live? Good morning and welcome. Please, somebody, if you're out there viewing the live stream, chat something to me to see if you are, so I can know that you are there and hearing me. I see there's at least four people online right now. I've got this microphone plugged in. Oh, the Downy didn't like being filmed. Oh, there he goes. Oh, good, you do hear me. Great, thank you, Lonnie. And I see, oh, yes, great. I have an echo. Uh-oh, is it really bad? We got the Mannings on there, and we got Scott Schmidt. I see you. So we got the Downy woodpecker here. I'll wait just a couple minutes before I introduce myself, just because I want to make sure people get on. White-breasted nuthatch, taking advantage of the fact that there's no finches on that feeder right now. I'm also going to spin it around here so you can see what's going on the ground. Tree sparrows and juncos on the ground. You're welcome. You're welcome, Barb. We've been experimenting with several different things of what we can do to make sure that this works, and this is a new way of doing it. But we'll see how it goes, and feel free to give us your input at some point on what you think on how this goes. I know the camera's not on me, but it's not about me; it's about the birds. So I am here. I am right behind the camera. See, I'm here. I'm waving at you. But we've got the finches at the feeder over here. There we go. Goldfinches have now taken back over number 4, the feeder number 4. Yeah, please check in with us. Let us know where you're viewing from, who you are. I got Carl and Judy here from Western Park Township. So I see Lonnie is saying I don't hear an echo, which could mean that if you have it on, Scott, in 2 different places, it could be echoing. Are the red poles still around at Hemlock? We have not seen them yet this morning. So there are some hopeful people behind me here wanting to see them too. And actually, I'll do that a second. If you don't mind me turning this around myself, just so you can trust that I am here. Okay, here. Let's see if I can. Ooh, that's close. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Here's the crew that's with me. Let's see if I can. I need to widen that view a bit. Here's the crew in the nature center here. Everybody wave. So we got a few at the back of the room watching as well, participating. And with a wider angle, then you can see me a little better. So here I am. Hello. Welcome to Coffee with the Birds online live stream. This is the first time that I'm manhandling this by myself with an audience to watch too. That makes me a little more nervous, you know. But I think we'll do the best that we can. I'm going to switch the camera around to the birds that we're seeing at the feeder, and hopefully you've got your coffee. And I left my mug in the other room. I'm not going to go grab it, but hopefully you've got your coffee and a donut, and are going to enjoy watching the birds at the feeders today for this live stream version of Coffee with the Birds. As I continue talking, I want to turn the camera around because, whoa, that was a little weird because that's the that's the computer that's airing this. There is a pine siskin. Where did I see him? Oh, here. Over here, we got a pine siskin on the feeder. Let's see if I can get it in there before he flies. I need it to focus. There, on the back side of the feeder there. Back left of feeder number 1.
And on feeder number 4, lower right-hand side.
Lower right-hand side of feeder number 4. Better view of 1.
That is a really good view.
There we go. There's your pine siskin. You can see the yellow in the wing, streaks on the breast, on the back. Even the streaks underneath the tail, which the goldfinch doesn't have. Oh, he's giving us a good view. Oh, uh-oh. Something scared them all. Wow.
There's like a downy or a here.
Oh, red pole. Oh, and he just flew. Oh, shoot. Oh,
That's
no.
our third red pole.
I saw one and a half.
Oh, red
too.
pole. Red belly.
So something really startled the birds very, very quickly. Not sure what. So I'm going to catch up here. Okay, the red poles, yes, they are around. We just saw one. And actually, I didn't see it at the first feeder watching session, but several others did see it for just a split second. So yes, the red poles are here. We got a hairy woodpecker here at number 10. You can see it's a little bigger than the downy that was there earlier. So yes, red poles are here, or red pole is here. I saw it for a split second up in the trees above the feeder. And here's red-breasted nuthatch.
Oh, yeah,
Red-breasted nuthatch.
There's also
Right.
there's a
There's a red-breasted in the tree.
Oh, it doesn't want to focus on that, does it? No, it's too close. Too close.
He's on one.
Oh, he was on one, now he's gone. I'm going to give you all seasickness with my camera work here. So if I'm moving around, just close your eyes, right? We did have a red-breasted nuthatch. So Lonnie is in Zealand, Kim in Coopersville, Barb in Hudsonville, and Lonnie says, great to see you, and folks at Hemlock Crossing, good to see you too, at least in your little online version here. Large flock of red poles at Stu Visser in the past week. Yes, if you want to see a good flock of red poles, they've been hanging out and eating the. Oh, I have a titmouse back here. There we go. Tufted titmouse. Come on, focus. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, he's on the stump.
He's on the stump down here.
Picking out.
Tufted titmouse going to the ground for some food. Now back up to the stump. Now, yeah, hard. You're being a little bugger.
Parkour.
There he is. Par for the course for a little titmouse, though. They like to move around a lot. Flock of red poles. I think that's what I was talking about. Flock of red poles feeding on the alder at Stu Visser Trails in Holland. So if you want to see red poles, hopefully we'll get them here today, but you can see them for yourselves if you come into the feeder at some other time to watch. There's a siskin on the bottom there and goldfinches. But if you want to see them out for a walk, go to Stu Visser Trails. That's probably the best place to find them right now consistently. So let me introduce this. While I'm watching the feeders here, Coffee with the Birds is a really informal time for us to enjoy birds at the feeders, coffee and donuts, but also fellowship. And that's what this is about, is fellowshipping around something we love. Whether you be a longtime birder or just a backyard birder who enjoys the birds at the back, and we've got blue jays coming in. Oh, and where are you? Oh, you're back here. That's where you are. Blue jay, beautiful blue jay. I know I'll get on it and it'll fly. And it just wants to not focus. That's a blue jay, folks. Beautiful. Yeah. It doesn't want to focus on the blue jay though. So technology issues here. We'll just zoom it out a little bit. But this is an informal time for us to enjoy these things, and fellowshipping even via live stream helps us to broaden our audience and connect with more people and engage them with birds. Oh, here, oh boy, we got a blue jay. There, now we should be able to focus on you, buddy. Better. What is wrong with this thing? Come on. Sometimes if I point it at the feeder, there we go. It's a little finicky. I have to point it at something that fills the screen and then it will focus. Red-bellied woodpecker? Boy, it's hard to know where to point it. Oh, white-breasted nuthatch, white-breasted nuthatch, tufted titmouse. Maybe I should just leave it on this one for a little bit. Come on, focus. It likes it if I put it on number 1, right on the number 1, then I zoom it out a little bit. I'm gonna leave it there for, oh, come on now. Because I look straight through it, then it likes to focus way behind. So,
Where's the red belly?
Yeah.
there we go. Okay, informal time for us to enjoy birds at the feeders and fellowship with each other. And so thank you so much for joining. Looks like we've got 19 people online right now, which is great. You outnumber those in person here so far, although we did have a full room for the first feeder watching session, which was great. We've got Chris Sprick here from Holland, and Scott Schmidt saying, glad to see you are live streaming, learning new camera skills. Yeah, you know, I never knew what all would come with this job, but you go with the flow. So that's what we're doing today. And thank you for being patient and willing to ride this one with me. So, and we've got Jeff Newman. I suppose Rita's there too, watching in GR. Hello to you. Here on the left side of number 1. Yeah, that's a beautiful view, isn't it? But it brings up a point. You don't have to see the whole bird to actually identify it. This is a pine siskin. You see the streaks on the sides and on the undertail? When he looks up, then you can see the yellow on the wing and the streaks on the back. That is a pine siskin. There, oh, beautiful view of the pine siskin now. Okay, we're keeping a lookout for that redpoll to come back. There's somebody watching in Nunica too. Thank you for the encouragement there. The camera shots are great. All right. So if any of you online have questions or comments about things that you're seeing at your feeders or questions about what we're seeing here, feel free to ask. If you have recent bird sightings, like was already mentioned, that red poles were seen at Stu Visser, please do that online. I'll address it verbally as best I can. There's not going to be a whole lot of typing I'm going to do because I guess that would be pointless. You all can hear me.
It's number 8. Look at number 8, please.
We've got number 8. We got somebody suggesting I look at number 8. I think it might be house finches over here. Yep, we got house finches on number 8. You can see that male house finch on the left. Oh, come on now. Focus. There we go. Nice bright red color on that male house finch. Female on the right. The red on the face and the breast and the rump. There it goes. It's another species for the list. Another blue jay down here on the ground. Blue jays have been pretty consistent lately, which is great. I like the blue jays coming in. The other birds have been tolerating them real well. They sometimes scare them off, but they've been tolerating them a lot because the blue jays have been coming in a lot, so the birds get used to it. Okay. Oh, yeah, yep. Read it too. Oh, thank you, Jeff, for the compliment. We're doing great. Thank you. Carl and Judy say 32 mourning doves this morning, 12 robins this week on our Michigan holly berries. Wow, lots of robins around. Anybody else been seeing robins at anywhere around? I wouldn't say at the feeders, although we did have them at the feeders here last year, taking a bath in the water. That is.
Yeah, we saw about a half dozen last week.
We got somebody behind me saying half dozen at their house last week.
Just one at the house last week.
Another with one at the house last week.
Yeah, I saw one.
We got multiple people here in the studio audience saying they've had them. So I feel like that's been a trend where we've been getting more and more robins in the wintertime.
We feel they play truth or dare.
Truth or dare. Somebody in the studio saying that they play truth or dare, you know. Yeah. They're playing truth or dare with each other. I dare you to stay, right? They risk the harsh weather, which we've been having some real cold weather, but in general, they've been sticking around still. Lots of goldfinch activity at this. And by the way, this feeder got filled back up when I was doing my presentation from 10:30 to 11. Somebody on staff filled it back up. So this feeder is going gangbusters. Chris Brick is saying she saw a couple of robins during the nasty snowstorm. Yeah, then they get concentrated to those feeding spots and stick to them longer. Yeah, when we get bad weather. Yeah, when we had bad weather earlier this week, Monday and Tuesday, the feeders were even busier than what you see right now. And it was incredible to watch. Much of the video that I took, if you saw the video that I put out of the birds those couple of days, much of the video footage is actually me outside, and I'm just filming on my camera, on my iPhone. And they were unafraid, very unafraid of me. So, I have pine siskin sitting number 9, and I was just 5 feet away from it or less, and I just sat there. So they tend to do that when it's colder. They're more docile and stick to the feeders. Pine siskin. This seems to be the busiest feeder, so I'm going to leave it on it until I'm seeing something else to switch it up to, unless you would like to see something else. You let me know online what you would like to see. Well, yeah, you can tell me what you would like to see online, but let's be reasonable. All right, let's be reasonable. Chickadee I don't think we've got that one on film yet. There he is. If I can get it to focus. There, oh, and gone. But black-capped chickadee. So we've got a video checklist too, right? Of the birds that you've seen on the video version of this program and what we've seen in person. I think I've got everything so far, other than that red pole. Anybody watching their own feeders at the same time? I'm going to put it back on the number 8 feeder here with the house finches. House finches are back. Male on the right, female on the left. We haven't had a huge number of house finches this year, just a few. So, white-breasted nuthatch on number 1. For those of you in the studio audience, he's not going to be there long enough for me to swing the camera around.
Do you ever see purple finches here?
The question in the studio audience is, do we see purple finches here? We do on occasion, but typically in migration rather than all winter long, although they could be here all winter long. the most common finch of the house finch versus purple finch is by far house finch. But if you see a more royally purple colored bird that's all purple all over its back and everything without streaks on the sides and a dark cheek patch, that is a purple finch. We do see them, but like I said, it's a notable sighting when we see one here at the feeders. Anybody been seeing purple finches this winter? In the studio audience or online, have you been seeing purple finches? Any purple finches this year? Blue jay, oh, there's one on the ground down here. Well, he's easier to focus on. What a pretty bird. I love these blue jays. So Chris Sprick is saying, you're out of the camera, buddy. Oh, Mr. Squirrel, you're hiding our blue jay. Or is the blue jay hiding behind the squirrel? I don't know. Chris Brick had a flock of house finches there during the nasty snowstorm. And now our count of robins is up to 29 robins on the Michigan hollyberries. You must be looking live at your feeders there. No purple finches yet this year, so say Carl and Judy. And if they're going to show up somewhere, they're going to show up at their feeders. I know that. Something spooked the birds a bit ago, and they haven't come back in full force yet. So still waiting for that red pole. Oh, there's a titmouse on number 1 over here. And gone. Oh, I hear a red-bellied woodpecker. We'll see if that red-bellied woodpecker comes in. That'll be a new species on the list.
It's up there on that tree. Above number 4.
Above number 4 is where the red-bellied is.
It's like the right tree.
Got it on the wide angle now, ready to zoom in on something. Oh, and up here there is a white-breasted nuthatch. It just came into the feeder over here, number 1. See, there he is. Come on, focus. This is a tricky feeder, and he's gone. So Pine Siskin is back on number 4. Oh, on number 1. Yes, there is a Pine Siskin on number 1. I'm going to put it on number 4 here real quick. Come on. Well, why aren't you focusing on that? Come on. There we go. There's a Pine Siskin on the backside of the feeder on the camera here. You can see, oh, just flew. The reason I kind of keep it defaulted onto number 4 here is because if that red pole shows up, this is typically where it's been showing up too. So that's kind of my default feeder, and it's the busiest one so far. So while we're waiting for that red pole to show up, oh, and there's a a Pine Siskin off to the right there, perched. You can see it in the film. I want to thank our sponsors for this program. Oh, okay, interrupted. Red-bellied woodpecker. Look at that. That's the male. He's got red all the way down to the beak and all the way back to the nape of the neck. And there he goes. Great. Oh, we got more people. Look at this. I want to thank our sponsors of this program, Washtenaw Islands Audubon Society, for the donation of money for food to help us with the feeding of the birds. Also, the Friends of Ottawa County Parks, which donate money for some of the food we get and the hot drinks in particular. Also want to thank, well, maybe I shouldn't thank them this time, Kestrel Imagery Rick Veldman, I want to mention him anyways. We're so thankful that he has been able to help us. Oh, that red-bellied is back. With the live stream, he was unable to help us today, but I still want to mention his involvement with the program in providing live stream in the past, and hopefully again in the future we'll be able to do that some more. Check him out at kestrelimagery.com or what do we got? No, that's a goldfinch. Keep looking for that red pole. The other website that you can check out for Rick is that others may know. He helps video service for making documentary videos on family members, grandparents and things like that for a legacy video. So you can check him out at theothersmayknow.com as well.
Tree sparrow up on the branch.
Tree sparrow up on the branch.
He might be blocked.
Oh, I see him. He is on the branch. We're calling this branch that spans between the feeders the branch. Oh, yes, and of course he flew just as I got it on him, right? We're going to switch it up here to a woodpecker view. Downy woodpecker on the feeder here, female. No red on the head. So thankful to Kestrel Imagery, but also thankful to all of those of you who are out there or in here that are Mug Club members. Raise your mugs. Thank you so much for your support of this program and of feeding the birds here at Hemlock Crossing with your membership into the Mug Club. For $25, you can purchase a mug. And Dawn, could you actually grab my mug off the front of the great room and bring it to me so I can put it on camera so everybody can see? With your purchase of a mug, I'll show you the mug in a minute. And with your purchase of a mug, you support the programs here, you get a nice mug, and know that you're helping to sponsor what we do here with the programming. So thank you very much to all the Mug Club members. You also get some perks like members-only bird walks. You get free hot drinks. We're going to put it down on the ground here for a little bit. American tree sparrows on the ground, along with some juncos here. I'll spread it out. There we go. Juncos and tree sparrows. Here's the mug. Okay, I'll show you the mug in a second. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it right now. I wonder if it'll, look at that. There's the mug. For $25, you can purchase this beautiful mug with a red-headed woodpecker on it. And then you get those other perks as well. Members only bird walks, free hot drinks, your name put into a drawing. For free prizes, door prizes. We had the door prize drawing, and the person was in the audience this morning. So, sorry, those of you who are out there that are Mug Club members, your name was in the drawing, but it was somebody in the audience today that actually won the drawing. So we still are doing that, and including everybody that has purchased a Mug Club membership in the drawing. So, thank you all for sponsoring this program. I'm looking, I got to look back at the comments here. I leave the comments too long and then things get busy on the comments. And it looks like Lonnie Garris is saying he's got a red pole at his feeders. Well, send it over here, Lonnie. And Chris Frick is saying, currently holding my 2021 mug with the red-headed woodpecker. Awesome. 2021 photo winner for the 2022 mug with the red-headed woodpecker. And Lonnie, red pole, nice. I'm jealous. Send it this way. How many viewers do we have on there? We got 21 viewers online right now. Great. Those of you who are out there, did you partake in watching the Tidbit presentation on the online video? Let me know if you were able to see that, and if you haven't, I will put it in the comments. I can't do it right now, but I will send it out I will put it in the comments of this video once it posts on YouTube when the stream ends. But there's a link to the birding tidbits video that I did on winter waterfowl in Ottawa County, identifying them and where to go to find them. Chris is saying yes, and Carl and Judy have Cooper's hawk just flew in and below the window 5 feet away, then flew away. Wow. That's great that you're watching live your own feeders at the same time that you're participating online. I tell you what, that's multitasking. But when it comes to birds, it's so worth it, isn't it? Tree sparrow here. Yes, at your house, yes. So yes, the Cooper's hawk showed up at Judy and Carl's house. Oh, thank you, Jeff. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. And Jeff is also saying that their neighborhood Cooper's hawk has been feasting at the feeders quite a bit lately. And you know what? The feeders are just that. They are feeding the birds that eat the seeds, and they're feeding the birds that eat the seeds. In other words, sharp-shinned hawk, Cooper's hawk. Oh, we got a cardinal moving in. All right, that's nice when you just do that. And you can yell at me if I'm looking at the comments and the birds move out of frame. Just yell at me. Well, be nice, but you can put it in the comments so that I can move move the camera. Lonnie found an interesting hybrid. Oh, excellent photos of the duck on eBird. Oh, thanks. So what Lonnie is referring to is that the other day, on Thursday, I was at Pigeon Lake, and I found a very strange hybrid bird. It's a hybrid between a hooded merganser and a common goldeneye. And so I posted it to eBird. So if you look up some of the last eBird checklists from Pigeon Lake, you'll see my checklist there from Thursday, and I did put a picture on there. Strange looking bird, kind of looks like both hooded merganser and common goldeneye together. So I eBirded it as such. Oh, Jeff is saying the Cooper's hawk, not a pretty sight. I suppose there might be a little red staining in the snow. Yeah. And those birds, they get a little wary after a feeder is attacked numerous times by a Cooper's hawk. So, but the hawks adjust to the cold weather just like these birds do. So when we get really cold weather, the birds flock to the feeders in higher numbers, and they stay at them. They don't come and go. They just keep coming back and forth to the feeders. And so the blue jays here, the Cooper's hawks know that, and they say, well, I'm going to go where the birds go. So they make more trips to the feeders as well because that's where the birds are. We got the cardinal and the blue jay in this frame at once. Nice colorful frame here. Blue jay flew. Oh, come on. You know the camera's on you, don't you, Mr. Cardinal? There we go. Know when I'm zoomed in that far, then the tripod gets real fidgety, so apologies for the jerkiness there. It's quieted down at the feeder here, but there's still activity. Titmouse on number 6 there. I haven't focused it on number 6 yet. This is our mealworm feeder, which has been getting quite a bit of traffic lately. Nice to see. There's the blue jays. The blue jays are just constantly here right now, back and forth into the brush pile and out on the snow. Oh, hairy woodpecker coming into number 10. Let's see if I can get it focused on number 10. So when he goes on it, come on. There you are. This new feeder of ours, I've really enjoyed having it here. It was donated by one of our volunteers. I think they've left. They actually were here, so it's a homemade job. But what's been really fun about it is that and the chickadee right next door. Oh, and he's gone, of course. What's been fun about it is that I take 100% suet. You can buy the cakes at places like DeBrine Seed, where you can buy a suet cake that actually has no seeds mixed into it whatsoever. It's just 100% suet. It's about $3 a cake, and then I smash that suet into the holes here with a little dowel, and the woodpeckers have loved it. So. There's a junco in the snow. Haven't showed a junco in a little bit. Tufted titmouse on number 4. They're taking advantage of the fact that there's a titmouse and a chickadee there. They're taking advantage of the fact that the finches have taken off. Oh, well, now there's a goldfinch. Come on. Focus. Focus. Well, not sure why it wasn't focusing. Still isn't focusing. There we go. Some of those goldfinches are sitting up in the sun, which is really nice, but I can't get a good camera angle on it.
So we're seeing the male cardinals, but not the females. The girls.
Oh, come on, focus. Not beyond. It gets really hard when I'm focusing on layers of branches and things. It gets finicky. It wants to focus beyond where I want it to focus. So there's really pretty goldfinches sitting in the sunlight there. Can you tell? Not perfect, but we'll make it work. There we go. Lots of goldfinches on the feeder. I'll focus in on these guys. They're really pretty. This is medium sunflower chips from DeBrine's, and they have been absolutely tearing through it. It's halfway gone already. That means that they would have fully emptied the feeder had we not refilled it. So pretty amazing. These birds are tearing through it that fast. The finches are coming back in, so maybe we'll get the siskins and the redpoll back in here. Oh, I hear the pileated woodpecker. So I'm going to hold real still. I'm going to actually put it wide angle so we can maybe see it if he's flying in the back. Pileated woodpecker, I heard. Where can we get a mealworm feeder like yours? Now I'm trying to remember where we got that. I want to say it might have been donated, or maybe, no, I think I actually got that at Tractor Supply. It's got a ceramic top and bottom and a metal, all the birds flushed other than the finches. So the question is, where can you get this? I think I got it at Tractor Supply. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. It's got a ceramic top and bottom, and it's got this metal, holy metal inside. And you take the top off and fill it on the inside, and all the little mealworms stick out, and the birds come and pick them out of there. Works pretty good. Keep looking for that pileated, because I heard it. I don't know if anybody else in the studio audience heard it, but it was that clucking, like that. we have been having it come to the feeders occasionally, so if we're sitting still long enough, it might come in. I would love it if it did. Kelly is saying, so it was literally a hybrid of those two species? Oh, yes, referring to the hooded merganser and common goldeneye, yes. Do you know if hybridization is common across certain waterfowl species? I wouldn't say common, but there are certain species that have hybridized. I don't have the list, but there you can look it up online. Just if you type in hybrid duck species, there is actually like a website that has documented the different hybrids that are out there. But it's an unusual thing to see. It's not a common occurrence at all. And as far as I understand it, any hybrids of these species are non-viable, meaning that they cannot breed themselves. And that's one of the things that determines whether something is a species or not. If it hybridizes with something and then that offspring can go on and continue breeding, then maybe those are considered a same species. But as far as I understand it, these duck hybrids are not able to breed. Chris Sprick is saying, I've never used mealworms before. Are they alive or dead? I think they're frozen today. Yeah, the mealworms are dried, so they're dead and dried. You can get bags of them at your local bird food store. DeBrine's has them. Other places have them too. I think you can get them at Tractor Supply. And yeah, they're dried. So no, they're not alive. You can get them alive, but red-breasted nuthatch over here on one and gone. He was on film though. We had him on film. If you go back and go slow-mo, you'll see he's there. There was a titmouse there too. Red-breasted nuthatch. I didn't know if we had gotten him on the film before. So, oh, Kelly's saying that she'll look online for that list. If I can find it myself, the one that I'm thinking of, I'll send it out too. But I remember Google searching for a hybrid duck and then coming up with a website that kind of addressed the different hybrids. I've seen a few different hybrids out there, but it's an unusual thing for sure to see it. I actually have seen that combination of common goldeneye and hooded merganser once before. And it makes you wonder if it's the same bird in the same region here kind of moving around, but not sure. Oh, red-breasted nuthatch, right there. There we go. Nice, and it was in focus for a moment. And another red-breasted nuthatch. This is the most difficult feeder. I keep saying it, I know. Because it wants to focus beyond. See? I can't set the focus. It's an autofocus, so it is what it is. Okay, pileated might be above mealworm feeder and way back on tree, swaying in breeze. Well, I'm gonna look now. I'll have to go back to the video on that and see if he is captured on the video when we had the wide angle. You don't want to look at an empty feeder there. Here's a non-empty feeder, right? There's a siskin on there too, so there you go. Pine siskin and goldfinches. Looks like that one goldfinch has got a little bit of conjunctivitis going on. Uh-oh. Let's see. That's the checklist with Curtis's neat hybrid duck. Oh, did you send it out on the comments there, Lonnie? I don't see it. Yeah, but that would be great if you want to just put that in the comments there. Then people can click on it and see the picture. I don't see the link there though, Lonnie. Oh, you know what? We got a nice bright male cardinal. Sorry, seasickness here, right? You can never go wrong with a cardinal in the sunshine. On number 8 there for those in the studio audience. Cardinal in the sunshine. Beautiful. Still watching and waiting for that redpoll to show up. It's been elusive today. I say that redpoll. Earlier this week, I saw up to 5 redpolls. Not at the feed. They were in the feeder area. They were actually in the evergreens here, in the hemlocks, and they were eating snow. Yeah. Rick is here.
We snuck in.
Snuck in. Well, welcome. I was talking a little smack about you earlier. No. Rick actually showed up. He had an opening in his schedule for today. He had a busy weekend, so he didn't have time to set up for all of this, but he's showing up for a little while today. So glad you're here, Rick. How am I doing? Oh, he gave me the thumbs up. Rick is here and he gave me the thumbs up. All right. I still don't see that checklist there, Lonnie. Oh, and Chris Brick is saying 10 cardinals at her feeder during the snowstorm. 5 male and 5 female. Wow, that's awesome.
Where are the girls? Where are the lady cardinals?
We had them during the during the in-person feeder watching session earlier. We had 2. But I haven't seen any this time. Not sure why.
They usually travel together.
Yeah, we're not seeing the females right now. Just the one male, and you can tell me when you get sick of looking at that. But I didn't figure that you'd get sick of that. Oh, look at that! The junco just came in instead. It says, "Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!" Nice close-up look at a junco. I've got to keep it not centered. There we go. There's quite a bit more bird activity now, so I'm going to pan out and show you on the ground all the juncos that we've got. Lots of juncos here. They've just been coming in the last minute or so. It was pretty empty just a little bit ago. Now if I swing over here, you can see more juncos all over the ground out there. And there's a tree sparrow right there too. Oh, miss you, just only a few tree sparrows this year. Forgive me if I said it already, but I think I said it with the earlier group. We haven't been seeing very many tree sparrows, just mostly juncos. Normally we get a large flock of tree sparrows at the feeders too. We've only been seeing 2, maybe 3 at a time at the most. So lots of juncos. Oh, and there's a downy and a hairy woodpecker at the same time. So let's see if I can get them both in the frame. There we go. Downy and hairy at the same time. The downy is in the left at the near feeder, and the hairy is at the feeder on the right.
The homemade one.
The homemade one. Yep, you can see the size difference. Oh, and we've got a red-breasted nuthatch right here in front of us too.
Here's a pileated.
Oh, somebody's seeing the pileated. Where is the pileated?
Yeah, we saw it in the other window.
Woo!
I just
It was over there.
Something scared it. It was over there? Okay, I'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye out.
It might still be there. This window.
A goldfinch bumped the window. He's down here, but he's looking like he's okay. So the pileated was seen out here, and I missed it. Yeah, everything flushed. All the juncos flushed at one time. Not sure what scared them all. Oh, here's the pileated. Pileated just flew it. Oh, there he goes. He might come back. Let's stay real quiet and limit our movements because they are very wary.
Very big.
Big woodpecker. Did you all see that online? I had it wide angle, so he came in, landed on the maple tree, and then turned around and went back. I'm gonna quiet my voice a little bit because it'll hear me. Be real careful with your movements because they see that, all right? It's all right if you want to sit down up here, that's okay. Because they get really nervous. You can see the red-breasted nuthatch just off to the side there. Got a tufted titmouse on the right side of the screen. At least I think so. Yeah, there he is. He's on the right side of the screen there next to the edge of the wall. We'll leave it wide angle like this for a minute and see if that pileated comes back in. 2 blue jays on number 1.
Did you see the pileated?
Yeah, oh yeah, I did. He came in and he landed on the maple and
Right over.
and gone. So, oh good, Chris is saying that she saw it fly across the screen. Jeff is saying, I'm not sure what's more enjoyable, seeing a pileated or hearing her reaction. Thanks. I get excited for you guys because you guys get to engage with cool birds that are here. I never get tired of seeing that one though. Oh, I've got a red pole. Do I have a red? No, I don't. The lighting cast on that bird looked like it was darker on the face, but it's a goldfinch. Just a little trigger happy here.
I think the pileated just flew in and out again.
Did it fly in and out again? I had my binoculars up.
It was big.
Did anybody see it online?
Same area.
Okay, Manning saw it the first time. They're a hard bird to get to come into your feeders, so it's kind of a fun thing to get them, especially during a live show. Oh, here he comes. There he is.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, right.
No, and then he flew in. What is he scared of? You saw him again that time, I suppose. All right. That was fun. He stuck his head out around the side of the tree there for a moment. We've got such nice sunny weather here too. Is it sunny in town too? Where you guys are too? 'Cause it's beautiful here today. I wasn't expecting the beautiful weather.
It's been so gray.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've had like a really nice bright sunny day like this. Peaks of the sun here and there. Good, I'm glad some of you saw that too. And it came back in. I hope he comes in for a longer view.
I definitely saw it the last visit.
Oh, it's already after 12 o'clock. Boy, that pileated made the time fly. I'm not going to be I don't have to be in a hurry to cut the live stream too quickly, but I will have to wrap things up in a little bit. Beautiful NGR, Jeff says. It just flew in again. Is it on that maple? Oh, here it is.
It is in the back. Here.
Oh my goodness. He's right here on the feeder. He's on the back side of this feeder right here. He's you can't see him online, but he is on the back. You see how this is moving? There, you see his beak. You can see his beak behind there. You can see how the suet is moving, but you can't quite see him. Yeah, the pileated is right here. You can see his back kind of sticking out from the side, maybe a little bit. Oh, come on, buddy. I knew I should have put a block on the back, like something to block access to the suet on the back.
It's the female.
It's the female. So it's the female. It means it has kind of a grayish forehead. Oh, come on. Oh no. It's a red pole.
Oh, serious.
It is.
Laying down.
Yes. I'm going to go out and pick it up and put it in the timeout box. He's down here. It is the red pole, though. I'll be right back in.
Oh,
Usually at the net.
Now you get a nice up close look at a red pole.
The thing is that it's not exactly fine.
It's alive, thankfully. I'm almost regretting taking the the netting down. You have to for the camera work, but we've had more birds running into the.
and he's chirping.
So here's our common red pole. I'm gonna actually turn it off to the side so that you can see it a little better. Common red pole is alive. I'll put it, what I do when a bird hits the window like this, I'll put it in a shoebox with some paper towel and put it in a dark, quiet room and be listening for it to be scratching around. And when you hear it, then you can take it outside, open up the box, and see if he flies away. It gives them it's a timeout box. There's actually a goldfinch down there too. I see now, so I might grab the goldfinch too. But you can see here's our common red pole. Proof positive, we've got a common red pole at our feeders. You can see the red on the cap and the yellow bill. Beautiful little guy. I am going to go, he has a little bit of damage on his beak. I'm gonna go put him in his timeout box, and I'm gonna get this goldfinch too. So I'm gonna just go wide angle here for a minute, and then we're gonna cut the live stream a little bit too. I'll come back for a moment. I'll be right back.
Oh. Yes, he was okay.
The goldfish flew off, so that was great. I was about to pick it up and he flew right out of my hand. So
You know,
I'm gonna get the timeout box. Actually, I'll bring the box in here so you can see it. I'll be right back.
I was supposed to leave out there, some hawk might get it, so.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna turn the camera on myself here a second. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. There we go. So, we got Rick on the camera now. Excellent. We've got a young birder here who he was here with Hudsonville Christian on Tuesday and saw one of these at the feeder for, you said it was your lifer, right?
What?
This is the first time that you saw one, right?
Well, I've seen them before, but not like.
We weren't keeping a list.
So he came back today with his dad and is enjoying the birds at the feeder and getting to see a common red pole.
Yeah,
real close, huh?
Yeah, real close.
What's your name again?
Tyler.
Kyler. So Kyler from Hudsonville Christian came back after the program today, this week and is here participating in Coffee with the Birds. And now you get to see it up close. So let's hope the best for the red pole. And what I do is I've got this box and I put some paper towel in there. Got a little hole there for breathing. And so I can see inside. That's kind of a nice added bonus. But I'll just put it in here and then just put the cover on it and leave it in a nice, dark, quiet place for it to recover for a while. And then check on it later and let it go. And if I let it go, hopefully I can let it go. That means it's still living. I'll try to get that on video so you all can see too.
Is that what hit the window or?
Yeah, this is one of the birds that hit the window, unfortunately, so.
So they
All right. I'm gonna go put him in my office and then I'll come right back.
Yes.
Are you the Rick that usually
Yeah.
see you here at an important time?
Still alive, right?
At the moment. Yeah, unfortunately, I have too many commitments this weekend to do the live stream, but Birds is doing a great job, so-
We're still doing live stream. I'm gonna catch up on the comments here real quick before I wrap it up. Well, the expected or best way to see the redpoll, I mean, you'd like to see it alive out there. It's really neat to see it up close, but obviously we wish the best for the redpoll. And we'll put it on the red-bellied woodpecker here for a moment. Let me see. Okay, Christopher, he's sneaky. Yes, the pileated woodpecker is pretty sneaky. Oh, Chris, oh, poor guy. Yes, I know. Prayers for the redpoll from Jeff. Definitely. I will capture it on film when he recovers, but we're not going to run this live stream that long until it recovers. We're going to give him a little while, probably at least half an hour. So it looked like he kind of hit pretty hard. Hopefully he recovers, does all right, but ask me about it another time, or I'll try to update you maybe in the email that I send out later with links to this program and the tidbit presentation as well. Usually I send out a link to the archived video online. So, and I see that we hit about 20 people online. That's great. We're starting to lose people. We're after our allotted time. So I am going to wrap this up. And you don't want to look at an empty feeder. There we go. I'm going to wrap up this Coffee with the Birds live stream. I'm going to turn it on myself here real quick and say a big thank you for joining us online for Coffee with the Birds. Stay tuned to future Coffee with the Birds as to what we're doing. You can always sign up for our email. If you're not signed up for that already, go on to the website miottawa.org/birding and sign up for our birding updates emails. That's where you'll get updates on what's happening with Coffee with Birds and the live stream and the in-person and all that, because it seems to be changing monthly as we're trying new things and figuring out how we're going to be going forward. If you have input on that, we'd love to hear your ideas. What are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? How can we change things to do things better for you, to meet our audience's needs? And if you have ideas, resources, things like that, love to hear from you. So thank you so much. I'm going to draw this to a close. Good birding to all of you, and we'll see you next month.
I'm not cardinal, just